The Sky General was on his way home, having just completed a mission for the Sky King. But suddenly, far below, something strange began rising from deep within the forested mountains. Sensing that something was terribly wrong, he flew straight toward the source of the mysterious energy. When he finally arrived, he saw it, a large temple hidden quietly among the mountains, almost as if it wished to stay unseen. From afar, he noticed a great ginkgo tree in the courtyard, and a handsome monk seated before it. Feeling a subtle uneasiness, the Sky General used his magic to look more closely. Then he saw it clearly. The ginkgo tree was moving like a living creature, slowly stretching out its branches. Its target was the monk, a strikingly handsome middle-aged man sitting in lotus posture, eyes closed, murmuring sacred chants. All around him, other monks lay collapsed on the ground, groaning in pain. Unable to fully grasp what was happening, the Sky General made himself transparent and hidden, choosing to observe in silence. From this vantage, he could sense it. The majestic ginkgo tree was radiating the aura of a fearsome yokai. Its twisted branches crept closer and closer toward the monk, as if trying to seize him. Though no sound was heard, the two were unmistakably engaged in a silent, profound battle. A handsome middle-aged monk sat alone in deep stillness, locked in a silent battle against a monstrous ginkgo tree. Each time he chanted with a calm, unwavering face, a soft white radiance rose gently from his body. The tree demon slowly stretched its twisted branches toward him, shaping them like grasping hands. But when he recited,
"Let the mind cling to nothing,"
a burst of white light flowed from him like a shield. The light soon formed a glowing sphere around him, pushing back the creeping branches. Then, within his mind, the figure of a beautiful young woman appeared.
"Please, from the moment you arrived, I have loved you,"
she whispered. Once more, the branches slithered toward the monk.
"Please, all of this happened because of you,"
the woman pleaded. To shake his heart, she showed him visions of fallen monks lying in pain. A change flickered across his serene face. His brow tightened with sorrow. Sensing his wavering mind, the branches crept toward him again.
"Those who sever all desire cannot be shaken even by the great tempter,"
he murmured. At his words, the light strengthened, driving the branches back once more.
"Do you know how deeply I love you? I was reborn as a woman just to reach you, my beloved."
Her radiant form drifted closer, and the monk squeezed his eyes shut, fighting temptation. But still, the branches slipped forward, trying to pierce through his protective aura.
"Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form.
He chanted.
Desire is the root of suffering. Release it, and you shall be free."
At these words, the branches sizzled like burning wood and withdrew in fear.
Why won't you understand my heart?
The woman cried desperately.
The mind comes before all things. When the mind is master, all else follows.
The monk responded. He continued his chant, but as a faint ripple disturbed his heart, the demon cautiously extended another branch.
"Did I ask you for immortality?"
The woman whispered.
"Did I ever seek your sacred powers?"
A single branch sensed the weakness in his heart and slid toward the back of his head.
When the mind is pure, the Buddha's land opens before you.
He proclaimed.
"I only wish to be with you, to embrace you. That is why I became a woman."
She murmured.
Then take my life instead.
The monk cried. Before he realized it, he had already fallen into her embrace.
"Got you, my love,"
she whispered. When he opened his eyes, he was already suspended in midair, bound by countless branches. Sensing danger, the Sky General appeared above the courtyard and drew his golden sword. With a single sweeping strike, he purified the tree demon and freed the monk. The spirit of the demon emerged as a young woman, weeping that she had sinned only by loving too deeply. The Sky General answered gently.
Love cannot be forced upon those who do not return it.
Then, guiding her spirit with solemn compassion, he carried her up toward the heavens. 3 years passed, and the middle-aged monk wandered quietly along the mountain path behind the temple, enjoying the silent stillness of the forest. Then, without warning, a mountain spirit appeared before him. Startled by the spirit's fierce form, the monk stepped back in shock. But despite his fearsome appearance, the spirit spoke gently.
Monk, I wish to know the truth of what happened 3 years ago.
After a hesitant pause, the monk drew a long breath. It was time to reveal the story he had carried alone in his heart.
In truth,
He began quietly.
I was once the 4th prince of this kingdom. My name was Baram. From childhood, my teachers praised me for excelling in both scholarship and the arts of war. I rode into countless battles and achieved many victories. And each time I returned, the people rejoiced. Their cheers filled me with pride, perhaps too much pride. But my 3 elder brothers began to resent me deeply, and envy grew in their hearts.
The spirit chuckled softly.
Your handsome face must have played a part as well.
You are right, spirit. Yet the true jealousy came not from them, but from my father, the king. The young queen he loved most dearly secretly admired me. Only much later did I learn that she had tried to flee the palace, to come live with me in my province. My father summoned me and ordered me to renounce the world. I begged him, not understanding why, but he was unyielding. And then the royal guards whispered the truth. The young queen had fallen asleep and would never wake again. Thus I was cast out and forced to take the monk's vows. I carried no sin of my own, yet I spent 20 years in this monastery, swallowing my sorrow. And then, suddenly, the sacred Ginkgo tree took the form of a woman, confessing love, begging me to return her feelings, and disaster followed. Amitabha.
You might have spared yourself trouble by accepting her love.
The spirit murmured.
No, spirit. This face, this so-called blessing, has brought me nothing but grief. It is a curse I cannot escape.
In war, do we not sacrifice a little to save many? Had you yielded even slightly?
There are things one must never yield.
The monk answered firmly.
Even to a spirit, I must speak plainly.
With a thunderous burst, smoke swirled upward, and the tiger spirit transformed into a radiant woman, the goddess of wisdom.
Tell me,
She said with a knowing smile, raising her hand.
do you truly believe you can reach nirvana?
At her gesture, the monk saw visions of the fellow monks who had died protecting him that day, their sorrowful faces flickering before his closed eyes.
Knowledge unpracticed cannot carry you across that sacred threshold.
She whispered.
I shall watch to see if you rise or fall.
With that, she vanished into shimmering light. Left alone, the monk felt something shift within his heart. Silently, he returned to a secluded cave and began his meditation, seeking the truth he had long avoided.